All right, what is up, Muscle Feed fam? Coach JK here to walk you through a straight superset. So for today's example, what we're going to do is we are going to walk through step by step what it looks like to run through what I call a straight superset. So I'm going to clarify that a straight superset is different than a pyramid superset. So for a straight superset, we would do something like in A1, we would be showing 3 by 8 goblet squat to the bench. Then we would show A2, 3 by 8 each arm, one arm dumbbell row. So that's a straight superset because there's no change in the number of reps. For a pyramid superset, whether we're going up or down, we would show something like A1, that goblet squat to the bench would be 3 by 8/6/4. Then the dumbbell row would be the same. A2 would be 3 by 8/6/4. So that'll make a little bit more sense as we get to a number of different videos in the library. But for today's video, again, what we're going to focus on is straight supersets, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and use that particular example because it'll be pretty easy to demo here. So what we are doing is we're going to demo a superset that shows A1 being dumbbell goblet squat to the bench 3 by 8, and then A2 being single arm one arm dumbbell row 3 by 8 each arm. So the way that this would go is first I'm going to go ahead and grab the weight that I want to use for my goblet squat. So I'll first perform 8 reps of the goblet squat, and this is a goblet squat to the bench. Okay, so now that I've gotten through my 8th rep, I'm going to go ahead, this weight will go back. In this particular example, we're resting for anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds in between movement number 1 and movement number 2. So in between that rest, I'm going to go ahead and get an idea of what I want to use for my second movement, which is going to be the single arm dumbbell row. I'll go ahead and grab that from the rack. At this point, let's assume my 20 to 30 seconds is up. So now I'm going to go ahead and perform my reps on one side. I'm going to go ahead then and perform my 8 reps also on the other side. All right, and now I've gotten to my 8 reps. I'm going to go ahead and re-rack that. And now it's showing that I'm going to rest for 70 seconds in between superset 1, 2, and 3. So this is my rest period. So I'm going to rest for 70 seconds. Then I'm going to go back through and do that superset again. That would be my second time through the superset. I'll perform the same number of reps because this one we're just doing straight sets or straight reps. So I'll perform all the reps of that goblet squat. Then I'll perform all the reps of that row. One thing I do want to note, if I'm remaining around a reps in reserve or RIR of about 2 for those movements, if I felt like when I was doing the dumbbell row, you know what, I did my 8 reps as prescribed, but I definitely felt like I had more than 2 reps left in the tank. I think maybe I could have gone a little bit heavier. Then I'm going to go ahead with my second superset and go ahead and get something a little bit heavier. If we go to the dumbbell row and I thought to myself, you know what, I felt like I maybe only had about 2 reps left in the tank, then I'm not going to change the weight on that particular one. So hopefully this example has been helpful in how to read straight supersets.